You're listening to the Sasha Davis Podcast, a show about overcoming fear and manifesting your dream life. Each week, we'll dive deep into real stories and tangible advice about spirituality, law of attraction, mindset, and money so that you can be your happiest, healthiest, and most abundant self. You ready? Here we go. Hey, you. Yes, you. I want you to know that it is okay to live a life that others don't understand. Maybe they will never understand, and that is completely okay. The way you show up every day for yourself, the way you cook, the way you parent, the way you budget, the way that personal development and maybe some spirituality or God or nature is a part of your life. It is okay. I know sometimes it's hard to step away from the mainstream society, the mainstream culture makes us feel like we're constantly on this hamster wheel, just do these things and feel better and then take a pill and it will all solve your problems. It's okay to think differently. It's okay to stand up for yourself. It's okay to want the things you want. You don't need permission to want the things you want. And when you can let go of the concept that you need somebody else's permission to go after the life that you really want to be living, that is when the inspired action, the manifestations, that is when law of attraction puts things in your direct path, and you'll start to see things really shift for you. You'll start to see things happen. But until you can let go of all that baggage, all those beliefs, all those thoughts around I should do this, I could do this, what if this person says this, what if that person says that, well, I don't want to upset this person. Let all of that stuff go. Really sit with it. What do you want? What kind of life do you want to be living? And this can be really super simple, you guys. Sometimes people just want more joy. They want more freedom. They want more love. They want more laughter. They want more space to be themselves. They want more time for the things that bring them joy. And some people simply just want to find what it is that brings them joy. I think there's some of us that have put off what it means to be happy for so long that we don't even know what that is. What are my hobbies? What do I do for fun? What if I did have more time in the day to do some of these things? What would I fill it with? And if we can't find the things that bring us joy, we will fill that time with things that other people want us to do. And then you're in this self-sabotage cycle of, I can't, I don't have any time, I don't have this, I don't have that. Because when you do have the time, instead of doing the uncomfortable action of making yourself happy, you put yourself on the back burner and don't do the things that bring you joy. And so you guys, it is okay to do things that make you happy. It is a win-win, I promise you. And sometimes it will trigger people, but it's not you it's their projections, okay? Anytime somebody says something to you like, oh, it must be nice, wish I could do that, da-da-da-da-da, there is something within them that is feeling less than or feeling like they wish they could do that, maybe a tinge of jealousy, maybe a tinge of anger, resentment. That's all their own shit. That's not yours. That's not yours to carry. This is where we have to set those energetic boundaries so that people aren't sucking the life out of us. You've heard me talk about energy leaks and energy vampires. This is where that happens. I'm sure you guys have all experienced that, where you go into a room or you talk to somebody or you're dealing with someone, and next thing you know, you're going back on everything that you said you wanted to say or everything that you wanted to do, and you've given in to whatever it is that they say they wanted, and now you're miserable, and now you're angry, and now you're resentful at yourself. It's because they just sucked all the energy out of you. You have no energy left. And then we try to say, oh, well, I got to make time for myself. It's really hard when you're constantly running on E. So the first thing that you need to do in order to create this life that you love, or manifest your dream life, or even just do things a little bit differently, is to get really crystal clear on what it is that you want to be doing, how it is that you want to feel, and how you're going to protect that energy. If you want to feel happy throughout the day, think of your happiness as a little teeny tiny energy baby. And what are you going to do to protect that baby all day long? You're not going to let these vampires come up and suck the life out of it, are you? No. This is where you got to protect yourself. There's certain people that you can let your guard down, and you know exactly what type of people those are. They're the people that when you walk into the room, or you embrace them, and you just feel happy, and you feel inspired, and you feel motivated, and you want to give them a hug, and you want to tell them all the things, and you just get these warm fuzzies. That is energy. That is an energy exchange. And you know the exact people that when you walk into a room, you know you're going to feel like shit when you leave. Okay? So how can you be better at protecting your boundaries, protecting your energy, and really just being okay with living a life that's a little bit different than the norm? I was just having this conversation with my husband. I feel like I have this conversation with him all the time because he's always been pretty mainstream. Like, he used to get really bent out of shape about me doing things outside the box. He'd always say to me, Sasha, I just don't know why you can't be normal. Like, why can't you do things the normal way? Why can't you just do things the easy way? And I'm like, I wish I could, but I can't. There is something within me, and it's probably because I'm an Enneagram 8. So this means I'm the challenger, I'm the questioner. I'm always standing up for what I believe in. I'm standing up for others who don't know how to stand up for themselves. I'm giving people strength. I'm giving people confidence because I have enough strength and confidence to go around for the whole damn world. So I'm like, I wish that I could just do things the easy way, but my inner being will not allow me. I am so out of alignment when I just follow the herd and I don't speak up for myself, or I don't speak up for other people. That is literally the most uncomfortable thing in the world, is when I have to hold my tongue. And that's probably why I had so many throat chakra issues or thyroid issues for so long, is because I was constantly biting my tongue. I was constantly saying what other people wanted me to say and not really speaking my truth. But once I started to speak my truth, it was like, nope, cat's out of the bag, ain't going back. And so he said to me today, we were talking again because I'm going back and forth with a doctor on this thyroid stuff. And you guys have been listening for a while, and I have to know the whys behind things. And I'm sure you guys do too. So when I talk about manifestations, when I talk about law of attraction, I also know the science behind it, the energetic exchange, the things that happen beyond just hoping, wishing, praying, thinking that something's going to happen, because that's not what happens. Like, you have to shift your emotional energy, your emotional being, to attract the things that you desire most. And so there's a spiritual side, absolutely, but there's also a scientific side. And so sometimes when we step outside the norm, we need to, for me, I like to arm myself with knowledge. To me, knowledge is power. Like, I just cannot get enough reading and books and podcasts. And then I also make sure that I'm implementing those things too. But when somebody says something that sets me off or triggers me or doesn't sit right with me, and I think differently or I do something differently, I have to go and do my research. So I'm going back and forth with this doctor on this thyroid medication. And they're like, oh, well, if you're just on this medication, it will take care of the problem. And I'm like, but why is there a problem in the first place? Like, I understand that this hormone replacement will get my levels within regular limits, quote unquote regular, quote unquote normal. But why are they out of range in the first place? Why is it messed up in the first place? Well, we're unsure because it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this. So basically what they're telling me is they don't know. Let's give you this pill and that'll fix it. Except for it doesn't really fix it. It's just putting a Band-Aid on it. And so this is where, to to me, I'm like, I have to know I have to know why. I have to know why. And so I'm stepping out of that box and I do things a little bit differently. And that is okay. And you can have Western medicine, Eastern medicine, Chinese medicine, spiritual medicine. You can have all the things. I'm not poo-pooing medicine or Western medicine or any of those things. I'm just saying, what is the why behind it? And that it's okay to speak your truth. It is okay to have these conversations with your doctor or with anybody in your life, your husband, your mom, your dad, and don't be afraid to stand up for what it is that you truly want. Nobody knows what you want except for you. And how do other people understand that? Because you communicate it effectively to them. And sometimes that's the hard part because you don't want to offend them. You don't want to undermine them. They've been, very supportive along the way. And so how do we have these effective communications with people, effectively communicate with people so that it's a win-win for everybody? Okay. It is okay to stand up for yourself. It is okay to think differently. Just imagine if everybody in the world thought the exact same way. We would never be as progressive as we are today. We'd all be cavemen, living off of meat and root vegetables. And you know what I mean? Like over time we evolve. And how do we evolve? It's the questioners. It's the people who stand up and say, this isn't working. Can we try things this way? So just know that by when you stand up for yourself and what you believe and the lifestyle that you want to live, you are giving permission to everybody around you to do the same thing. And you're also giving a big fat bye, Felicia, to those people who do not fit in that paradigm. So you're letting go of the people and things and places that no longer serve you in order to make room for those that do. Okay. So anytime you're turning back and saying, oh, I don't know if I should do this. I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. Maybe I should just do things the easy way. Yes, you can do things the easy way. But every time you do things the quote unquote easy way, the easy way out, your soul dies a little bit. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You just kind of feel like, wah, wah. You just kind of feel sad about it. But when you stand up for yourself and you do something, you get like that adrenaline rush, or at least I do. I'm like, holy smokes, I can't believe I did that. And then people will say to me, I can't believe you did that. I'm like, I know, I can't believe I did that either, but this is insane. And then they go and do the same thing. And it's like this big giant ripple effect of just people standing up for what they believe in. I don't think we would be anywhere compared to where we are today in terms of like a society and all of the different beliefs and personalities and religions and just styles of living, really. And if we could all just be a little bit more compassionate, speak our truth, and be open to hearing other people's truth, what a cool place this would be. So I'm on a mission, guys. I'm always on a mission. My mission is to teach you guys this stuff. Stand up for yourself, do the things, manifest, use the law of attraction, use your spirituality, use your intuition, use science, use all of the tools and resources that are available to you to take inspired action and really live a fulfilled, adventurous, fucking awesome life. Like, life is too short not to be having fucking fun. I say this to people all the time. I'm like, you need love, you need laughter, you need community, you need connection. You need these things in your life. It fuels you. Think of the last time that you were around a big group of people and you're just laughing and having good food. You just felt alive. Sometimes there's an emotional hangover that goes with it. I mean, for me, there is. Usually when I get together with a big group of people, it takes me like a day or two to recover. I'm like, I need to just chill by myself. And that's okay too, like having the space to just chill, like ask for what you need. It is okay. You don't have to be surrounded by people 24/7. So this is me telling you, giving you permission to do the things that you desire most. And here to also remind you of the April retreat that's coming up. You guys don't want to miss this. I'm telling you. You are going to have the time of your life. Everybody that always comes to these is like, oh my God, I can't even believe that I was thinking about not going. This has been like the best time ever. I've met like the coolest people and love and laughter. And There's just so much laughter. There's so much laughter. And everybody always leaves learning something really cool. So this is where I talk a lot about like the intuition stuff, the energy work, the energy healing, and even like the spirituality side of things. So like cards and crystals and like your inner being, things like that. Things that are kind of hard to explain over podcast or over the phone. It's most of these things you have to experience. That's why I call it a retreat experience, because you have to experience it for yourself. And everything that you learn in there is seriously going to change your life. This is a time for you to come and learn and grow and try new things, ask questions, be yourself, have the space to cry, to laugh, to go on some adventures, to maybe just be by yourself, read a book, take a bath, whatever it is that your soul needs. We are here for you. So a few spots left. Hit me up on Instagram, sasha.davis. Otherwise, you can head on over to sashadavis.com. Check out our sales page there. It has lots of great information, what to expect, what to bring, things like that. Payment options, payment plans, all that good stuff is on there. And if you're curious, if you're questioning like, I don't know if this is right for me, but I really want to do it. Or if you have questions about like COVID or like how many people are coming, like safety precautions, things like that, transportation, any of those things. Also hit me up, sashadavis.com or Sasha Davis on Instagram, and book a free clarity call with me. And we'll just dive in and I'll answer all the questions. And if it feels like a good fit, great, let's do it. And if not, no harm, no foul, guys. I'm a really no pressure sales type of person. I'm not going to back into a corner until you say yes, because that's just slimy and scummy and nobody likes that. That doesn't feel good. That's bad energy. That's bad woo-woo. We don't want that stuff here. So I want you to be 1000% confident in your decision, and a lot of times there'll be a little bit of nerves, a little bit of anxiety, and a whole lot of excitement. So that's totally normal. We'll talk about all of that. So hit me up, sasha.com or sashadavis.com or sasha.davis at Instagram. And let's talk about it. Let's get you hooked up with a retreat. Let's get you hooked up with one of the most life-changing experiences ever. All right, catch you on the flip side.